Hi, Wouter.
Hi.
What's up?
Not much.
Not much. One up.
Not much. Lot of things going on.
Did you gain some?
One up. Yeah. Right.
One up. You gained a life today.
Yeah. I gained one. I need it.
All right, guys. I am here with Wouter Constant, track reporter for the Digital Nations Infrastructure track.
Yeah, right.
What's going on today?
Well, they're still busy. A lot of busy people. I focused on two groups today because the track supporters are the Chamber of Commerce and the Cadastre, and a couple of teams are really focusing on the problem cases proposed by those two institutions.
Right.
But there are also groups who do something totally different. So I focused in on one group who's really trying to solve those problems, and one group who's doing like something completely radically different.
And what have you seen today in these groups? What's the most interesting development?
I was with a discussion between the two institutions and the one group who tries to solve the problem. And the problem of the Cadastre and the Chamber of Commerce are similar. The Chamber of Commerce wants to create identities for businesses, and the Cadastre tries to create identities for buildings. But they have special needs, both these two different institutions, because like businesses and buildings are kind of different things.
Yeah, of course.
These groups have a tendency to, they first focus on the Chamber of Commerce, say like, okay, we have this infrastructure to create identities for businesses, and then as an afterthought, they say, yeah, well, we can also do this for buildings, right? And the Cadastre is not really content with it. They're skeptical. They're like, okay, you have to give us more than just like, oh yeah, we can do this this post hoc rationalization of
right.
Yeah, we can implement you as well. So that's something
kind of,
these
it
teams
feels a bit second hand.
Yeah, right. the Cadastre feels left out. So these teams have to take notice of that.
All right, and do you think they are actually doing it right now? I mean, did they get
I told
that
them.
lesson?
So,
you told them to?
I told them, yeah.
Great. And does it mean that they have to like rethink their whole idea?
No, it's mostly because it's infrastructure, right? Nation's infrastructure. So it's very fundamental. So they are in a sense correct in saying like, okay, we can apply this for businesses and buildings both.
Yeah.
But they have to. It's more of the storytelling, I think, for the most part. I mean, maybe some technical details, but they have to make their message clear to the Cadastre, convincing them like, okay, we're actually building something that you can use for your problem as well.
So it's, I mean, from what you're telling me, it sounds like they can actually go ahead doing what they were doing, but they just need to talk around the product, sell their work.
Yeah, mostly. There are some technical details that they'll have to account for, but for the most part, it's they can go on with what they've been doing.
And how about that second group?
That was the one example that I focused on was the group from the municipality of here in Groningen.
Yeah.
And they're focusing on solving parking problems. The team captain, he's from the municipality of Groningen, and apparently he hates cars, or he hates parked cars at least.
All right.
So because they take up space.
Yeah.
So he tried to think of a system to incentivize people to be more conscious about where they park their car.
All right.
So instead of you get if you live here in Groningen, you pay for a parking license, but you pay for it regardless of how much you park your car there.
That's true.
Right. So they try to think of a system like pay for the time that you actually use the parking space, and they try to iterate it. They have the long-term vision is that you can sell your parking space to market.
And how does blockchain actually help the system? Because it sounds like something you could also just advertise or make a campaign out of as being the municipality.
Because there's a property aspect in this, right? So blockchains allow you to claim property of information, and in this sense, the information is linked to a parking spot,
right?
And this allows you to, the first iteration would be that you sell back, if you declare to the municipality, I'm not using it today, or I'm not using it the next 2 weeks, and then you can sell back that parking time. So at the end of the day, you pay less. And then they slowly want to iterate it where you can sell that parking space to other people, or prices between parking spaces are different. So if it's outside of town, it may be cheaper to park your car there instead of like in the city center, etc.
And then you as the parking spot owner are definitely the owner of also all the information.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. And which team has the most balloons?
Which team?
Do you have golden stars in your track already?
I have to be honest. I missed the whole balloon thing. I was here. I see them, of course.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't miss the purple balloons.
You can't miss the purple balloons. But I was here till like 4 a.m. In the night when everybody was gone. There was only one team. There was one team who was still working.
All right.
But that's not really fair because first off, they have like a camper here on the premise, and they work in shifts.
But so that's smart, no?
It's very smart, but you can't beat them in sense of like
it's efficiency.
Surviving everybody. I tried. I was here alone with that team in the middle of the night with the nightmare like playing tracks. But no, you can't beat that team. But so I missed the morning, so I missed the balloon thing. But
all right, the balloons are it's a progress basically.
Yeah,
so the more balloons you have, the better the progress is.
They started out with stickers, and now it's balloons.
Now it's balloons, and I even see some
golden.
Yeah, it is. Right. I even see some golden stars here and there. So I think people are actually rocketing, I guess. Well, then to move on to tomorrow, because we are in the
final stages, yeah.
Final stages, I think a little less under 20 hours. No, a little less under 15 hours left for now. What do you expect? What do you want to see? What do you think the teams will have to deal with until tomorrow?
It kind of depends on the team. I think a lot of them will start to feel the pressure. But it was interesting talking with the municipality team. They're doing completely their own thing. They had their plan pretty set out from the beginning, and they said to me that they're pretty much on track. So,
sounds relaxed.
At the end of the day, when they're just gonna go home and then show up in the morning, do a finishing touch. So they seem really relaxed.
All right.
But I'm gonna be here as well this night.
Yeah.
Maybe longer than 4 a.m. And I'm gonna look at how hard these people are working in the night if they're trying to pull it off.
All right. Well, I think we'll be talking to you again tomorrow to see how it ended up. I'm really curious to know what tonight will bring, so I'm happy you're staying the whole night. If you want to read more about the digital nation's infrastructure, go to blockchangers.org. I think your next article is up already?
Yeah, a couple.
Great.
Yeah.
So go Blockchangers, posts, read what's up. Thanks for being here.